can't say what's going on. Stones taught me to fly. Love, it taught me to lie. Life, it taught me to die. So it's not hard to fall when you flow like a cannon. Oh, there's still a little bit of your song in my ear. There's still a little bit of your words that I long to hear. You step a little closer to me, so close that I can't see what's going on. The stones taught me to fly, and love, it taught me to lie. Life taught me to die, 'cause it's not hard to fall, and I don't wanna scare her. It's not hard to fall, and I don't wanna lose. It's not hard to grow. You know that you just don't know. Stones taught me to fly. Love, it taught me to lie. Life taught me to die. So it's not hard to fall when you float like a cannon. Stones taught me to fly, and love just taught me to cry. So come on, courage, teach me to be shy, 'cause it's not hard to fall when you float like a cannonball.
That's Cannonball there, the remix from Damien Rice. And Damien has joined us next door in the studio to sing his latest hit single. Damien, at last we meet. It's great. It's great to see you. Fantastic. We've been trying for ages to get you in here, but it's always something. There's always something that you can't do. But it's lovely to see you, and thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
You're a gentleman, by the way, an absolute gentleman, according to Damien and Michelle. I've just been on to say they met you in Vicar Street, and he was so lovely to us. Nice. Very good. People remember these things, you know?
It depends on my mood, though. Yeah.
Listen, what do you think of that remix version of Cannonball? Because there are a few people have been saying that they're not 100% happy with it. They like the way it was before, like kind of the sparser version of it.
I'm not really into remixes as a general rule. That whole remix came about because my management had asked me, was I open to other people working on the songs, whatever. And I had said, yeah, I'm open to things, but if I don't like it, I don't want to use it, you know.
Yeah. And do you have that call?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, because we have our own label, and so we're completely free. But this was kind of done as a favour because they must have sent over about 10 different remixes, some from the States, some from the UK, and I just said no to all of them, you know.
Right.
And then eventually they asked, well, would you go and work with this guy and just see what? And so we went and we did something together, and I was happy enough with that. But then somebody had said something to him anyway, and he went and changed a bit and turned out with this version here, and I wasn't particularly happy with it. I was like, oh no, I don't really like it. And then my manager got on the phone and said, please, and I was just like so tired of saying no this side. So we did a little kind of mini contract whereby I said, okay, if I let you use this one remix, then you write in a contract you'll never even mention the word remix to me ever again for as long as we live. So I have it in writing there.
Very good.
So it was like,
but in an everything but the girl kind of way, it's commercialized it up, really, hasn't it? The whole thing. I know you're probably anti all of this kind of thing.
Yeah, it's made it more. I mean, that's what that was their whole purpose. It was for the UK. That's all it was for. It was just for UK radio because I mean, our stuff doesn't usually get played on the radio because it's kind of dullish and darkish, you know. So they needed they wanted to get something a bit more shiny, just to kind of like have it on.
And I heard an interview that you did with somebody in Manchester, kind of student radio in Manchester, and you were saying that, you know, you've got a lot of kind of angrier songs ready to go. So I know you're working on a new album at the moment. Are they going to be featured on it, or are you going to stick with the same kind of formula?
The next album seems to be very, very different. Yeah. It seems to be. I mean, I never know until the thing is finished, you know, and that's the way it always is. I have this idea before I start something, and it turns out differently. But it seems like it's a lot more. It's like the opposite side of the emotions, or maybe just the more extreme versions. Yeah.
And the O album, like, I mean, it's been a real slow burner really around the world practically at this stage. But the next one, there's probably going to be expectations from yourself even that it's going to go. You know, that'll be a more of an immediate reaction to the next album. Do you think?
There are, I suppose, there are more people aware now than there were 2 or 3 years ago. But I'm not really. I don't really care. You know, it's like I won't put the album out until I'm really happy with it, and as long as I'm really happy with it musically, then